Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tencent Navigator Bowman. It's a new year. Yes, it is. Woo! Episode number 92 of the Outerhaven Podcast, and I'm joined by the editor-in-chief of the website, Keith Mitchell. What's up, Keith?
Happy New Year's, happy salutations, and what's going on, everybody?
And I'm also joined by the anime editor, the anime post himself, Joshua Jeremiah JJ. Oh, so sexy, Piedra. What's up, JJ?
Happy date change, everybody.
Happy date change.
Happy date change. That's the best.
All right,
Well,
so
it
do you
is.
want
That's all we do is we celebrate going from December 31st to January 1st. I mean, if that's the case, why don't we just celebrate every date change? Why don't we celebrate every day when it hits midnight? I mean, we just made it through 365 days. Pointless fucking holiday.
Pointless holiday, but get you out of work.
Yes, it did. It got me out of work, and it paid me for it too. So
Exactly.
can't really complain, I guess, too much, right?
True.
But Josh, congratulations are in order because, all of us have been going well, throughout the last 365 days in terms of the Outerhaven. And we have a lot more planned in the future.
We
for
do?
the Outerhaven. We do.
Oh, could have fooled me.
I like to think so.
I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking, Holmes.
You don't know what I'm thinking.
What do we got planned?
What do we got planned? Well,
Is there a fucking echo in here? That's what I said.
I'm answering your question.
Okay, cool.
Well, one of the things is we started, I believe it was a couple days ago. We started a little bit of a initiative in terms of getting more content out on the site. So it started sometime in December, where you got a chance to see the Bringing It Back series by Jason Kwasnicki. And we're starting to work on YouTube and work on Twitch so much more. So there's been more streaming and there's been more YouTube content coming out. We're also playing to everybody's strengths in the sense where everybody will have a focus in terms of doing their own little thing and getting more stuff out to you because we know what matters to you. Some people may not like Microsoft. Some people may not like PCs. Some people may not like Sony. That's fine.
You don't like PCs? Oh my god.
You
I know,
just
right?
offended the entire master race, CJ. Congratulations.
God
Look,
damn it.
look, I love PC. I play my
No,
most of my games on PC.
there's no going back. You've already said it.
I
there's no-
said some people don't like PCs.
Just like all dogs go to heaven, you can never go back. Sorry.
All dogs go to
No
heaven.
amount of editing will save you from this, CJ. We're leaving it in.
I'm sorry. I know what I said. Anyways, but in the same respect, we know what you like, and because we're gamers ourselves, so we're planning on doing a lot of stuff, especially with the anime stuff too. Because Josh, I know you have something in the works as well. That
Yeah.
I talk about it.
Yeah, we are actually looking to launch an anime-centric podcast. We are still working out the details, but we do have a name. It is called the A1 Podcast, stylized as A-01, just like you would see on the outside of an anime classroom. So basically it's like Class A/A for anime. So yeah, it's kind of got a little nice duality to it. So right now it's myself and William and possibly Matt, if we can get him on board. But we will go ahead and talk about, anime news, thoughts on different shows, manga, all that great stuff. We're looking to do it bi-weekly, maybe once a month, because anime news, if you could tell from the main website, isn't exactly abundant. Unless you like talking about people either getting married, promo videos, X amount of people getting arrested for posting Y amount of stuff on the internet, or anything like that, then yeah, we could fill the entire podcast with news. But other than that, big news is few and far between in the anime world. So we kind of have to gauge it as we go along, but yeah, we are planning it. We are working out the format. Shouldn't be too much longer in the distant future, so keep your eyes out for that.
Because nobody wants to talk about a Kuroko's basketball stage play.
How does that even work? I mean, I assume there's going to be some sort of net on there and possibly a locker room scene, but how do you put basketball on a stage play? I'm pretty sure you just play basketball and film that.
For the most part, all right. Let me take it back, right? So Madison Square Garden was getting redone a couple years back, so they had to have the WNBA's New York Liberty play at Radio City Music Hall. Has anybody seen Radio City Music Hall? It's like literally a stage. They play basketball on a stage, and the audience was on like the outside. So it's like literally playing basketball in the theater. That's all it is.
I guess. I'm not going to go see it. I'm not going to go out of my way to go to Japan. I'm not going to find a video of it. Don't give a fuck.
Oh man, but you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Josh, did you get a chance to see the manga bestseller list from New York Times?
No, actually, I haven't. Mainly because I see those posts all the time all over the internet, where it's the bestseller list for the week. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
yo,
didn't really see the best of 2015 one yet.
well, not the best of 2015, manga bestseller for the week. That's what I'm talking about. Like December 20th to the 26th, and it was like,
Oh,
yo, it
no.
was like One Punch Man #1 was #1.
Well,
Yo, tell you,
it's to
One
be
Punch.
expected. I mean, it's a phenomenal series.
Yeah, and it's like literally One Punch Man, Tokyo Ghoul 4, Tokyo Ghoul 1, One Punch Man 3, Tokyo Ghoul 2, Attack on Titan 17, Attack on Titan 1, One Punch Man 2, Tokyo Ghoul 3, and Naruto 72. So think about that for a minute. It's pretty
By the way, if
dominated.
you want to see a review of the One Punch Man anime, please head to the Outerhaven.net and use One Punch Man in the search bar.
Puns. I mean plugs. I coughed so hard I said the wrong word.
You fail.
Yeah, but also we also have a podcast that we're talking a little bit more later on. You know, we recorded as myself, Keith, Mark, and Jason. It was a pretty good podcast, might I add.
It was great.
Yeah, it was fan-freaking-tastic. Keith, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Take over for a bit.
Okay, I guess he's gonna go die. So, yeah. So basically, the initiative for this year is to work on everything that we've done so far in the past that's made us successful, and to capitalize that. So, as he mentioned, we're doing more YouTube content, we're doing more streaming content on Twitch, but at the same time, as he said before, we're gonna work on everybody's strengths and form some ideas that'll help we make it better. You've already heard Josh's idea for his A1 anime podcast. You've already heard the suggestions for our SonyCentric, which is a podcast devoted strictly to Sony. Now, we also are thinking about doing one for the PC format as well as Xbox. Now, I know those two are kind of joined by the hip because both of them have Microsoft as a common factor, but we're going to basically split those up. So you're going to be talking more, when you talk about the PC stuff, this will be more along the lines of gaming for the PC platform, more news and technology briefs about the PC background. And then for the Microsoft Xbox one, it'll be strictly Microsoft gaming as far as Xbox is concerned. So
in terms of Xbox and I'm sorry to jump back in. So it's in terms of Xbox and in terms of Windows gaming.
Right. But at the same time, you know, we've got a lot of things going on, not just with the site. We also have PAX East coming up, which would be in April. Nikkei East will be in April as well. What else is coming up?
Toy Fair in February.
We'll be in Toy Fair in February. So also, guys, like you said, we'll be at Toy Fair, and Toy Fair is a private event. You cannot get it unless you're invited. So we're going to provide as much coverage as we can, but we would like your suggestions. If there's anything you want us to check out, you can still go to the Toy Fair website and see what's going to be there. If there's something you want us to, find out, like interviews or a certain date for a release of a toy or more information about a toy line or a series, drop us a comment, leave us a comment on our site, leave us a comment on this video. It'll also be on YouTube, and let us know, and we'll do our best to check that out for you at the event. This is a once in a year opportunity because, again, this is invite only, guys, and there's not a lot of sites out there that really cover Toy Fair like that just because it's not a hassle to get into, but they're very stringent with their requirements. Facts. So we're very lucky that they invited us this year. So, yeah, we'll be doing our best with that. Now you can go ahead and Clint.
And then also in the same respect, for Power Rangers fans out there, Power Morphicon returns this year. So Power Morphicon is going to be in Pasadena. If I can get there with some friends from Dan's Toku Rants, best believe I'm going to have so much fun down there. Like, you're going to get some pretty decent coverage. Of that. E3, obviously, San Diego Comic-Con, God willing. But obviously, New York Comic-Con is obviously a thing that we do every year, no matter what. So, and Josh, what about conventions down in Florida for you? Because I know now you might have the flexibility.
Yeah, absolutely. I might actually go back down to Miami for SuperCon. We'll have to see how that goes. That's still about 6 months away, but if I can't make the trek down that far, I do know that there's a brand new convention that is literally like 20 minutes from my house called the Treasure Coast Comic-Con event. They had their first event last year in September. They will be doing it again this year in September. And with tickets only being $10 and, less than that to travel there and gas money, I mean, why the hell not? Don't have to worry about staying over at a hotel because I'm going to, drive home. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be going to that one. Don't know about the ones up in Orlando because, still transportation back and forth is kind of a pain when you're going on a weekend.
Right.
Especially with a new job, you don't have any, accrued time off yet. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm also looking at that. I'm looking to make a change for myself in 2016. And yeah, I know I'll definitely feel that same pain because I've been in my job for 10 years, guys. And, picking up and going somewhere else is definitely not easy, especially with the time. No sick time, no vacation time. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but if you don't go to SuperCon, I'll kind of be sad because Josh, I hope you understand why.
Yeah, because you're thinking about coming down for that too, aren't you?
Not only that, but leave it Bates, man. Leave Bates.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, wrestling. Woman in cosplay wrestling. Cosplay wrestling.
The funniest thing, though, about the last month of SuperCon is that's where my friend Mike and I spent about 90% of our time is actually in the hall, just hanging out with the wrestlers and just shooting the shit and just like participating in their little events that they had going on there.
Yeah.
Because we got there on the first day, and literally within like 45 minutes, we had hit every booth and bought in everything we wanted. So it's like, okay. Now what? The only thing left for us to do is actually just go around and shake hands with celebrities, get their autographs, talk with them, and watch wrestling. So that was pretty much day 2 for us. And on day 3, we're like, well, we did book the hotel for 4 days, but we're leaving. That was it.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's hilarious. I sit down there and I think about it. I'm looking at some of the pictures from 2014, and it's like, Captain America and literally Deadpool wrestling, all that stuff. So it's like it's something I want to take advantage of,
Yeah, speaking of Deadpool, not to go off topic here, but you know me, I'm not really a fan of any type of American movie whatsoever, especially if it's based off of comic books. But that latest Deadpool trailer, gotta admit, it's gotta be really fucking interested in seeing this movie.
Keith, how you feeling about Deadpool?
I'm actually the split opposite. I am not a fan of Deadpool. I just do not like him.
Well, Lance Storm, way to be serious all the time.
No, I know. I like Spider-Man. Come on. He's too much. He's an amalgamation of different characters. Spider-Man, Wolverine, the Punisher, and it's like you're taking characteristics of other characters and make them stand out so well.
So like the Taskmaster.
Taskmaster is not one of my favorite characters, and he had his own personality. What?
That was a wrestling joke.
Wait.
CJ, I'm surprised you didn't laugh at that.
No, I didn't hear it.
I said Kevin Sullivan.
That's right. God damn it. Oh, Kevin Sullivan.
And at the same time, it's like looking at the Deadpool trailer, and it's like, where does he fit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
He doesn't. He's his own freaking.
But everything that they've done eventually leads up to one singularity, one major point.
Right.
I don't see where Deadpool fits in. No, it's just me. I don't like the character. I never did. So, my opinion. I'm not looking forward to it.
I mean, I love the hell out of Deadpool. I think he's funny. I think he's like Journey off the wall funny, and I've always enjoyed that. But I mean, I can see where people don't like Deadpool, but I'm kind of excited, man.
He's got that kind of funny, but it's like he's trying too hard to be funny, and it's like, all right, whatever.
Oh, one of those. Come on, son, you're doing too much. Kind of
pretty
thing.
Much, damn, pretty much. Yes, that's how I feel about Deadpool.
Yeah, but we have a lot of plans. We have a lot of plans. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Florida SuperCon may not even happen for me because I actually have to graduate from school. Like
I was going to be an ass and say nobody cares, but that's very important. So yeah, you should definitely focus on that crap.
Yeah, I'm taking the summer to actually finish my final 2 classes this year, so I can actually have my bachelor's degree, so I can do stuff. Like the thing is, I don't know where I'm going. Like honestly, I don't know if I'm going to go. I want to be a teacher, but I don't know if I'm going to go to school for education or go to the CUNY School of Journalism and just basically put most of my focus into getting my master's in journalism.
Well, you think that's important? You kind of go hand in hand.
I mean, teaching and journalism and this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can essentially teach English with a journalism degree.
Oh, you know what else? I had to stop. I forgot about something. So we also have one other project that's being worked on this year as well. So, as you know, we have a lot of people here that focus and specialize in things: video games, electronics, anime, manga. We also have several people here that are pretty big fighting game fans and parts of the fighting game community. Nitro, and also Adriel. They're also they're going to be working on a fighting game related segment for the site as well. I don't know exactly what they're planning on doing because they haven't released details, but expect more information from them to come out soon. And also, sadly, guys, we've thought about this for quite some time, and we really haven't made much headway into it. And as such, we will more than likely be dropping any comic segments, not manga, but comics.
Like the thing about the American comics thing is that like there's a lot of news, and I'm like I can speak to getting a lot of comic news in my mailbox.
Yeah.
The biggest problem is we don't really have anybody who talks comics like that anymore.
That's the problem, you know.
That's the biggest issue.
And at the same time, there's a lot of sites out there that do it very well right now. Now, Newsrama is definitely one of them. Comic Source.
Comicverse.
Yeah, there's tons of them out there. So we're dropping comics from our repertoire. We did enjoy doing it for quite some time, but it's just time for it to stop. We may look at revisiting in the future, but for right now, our focus is video games, technology, YouTube's, Twitch, fighting games, manga, and
it's pretty much video games, manga, anime, and technology for the most part. Like that's what we're gonna be focusing on for geek culture. Like in the future, there might be a thing where it's like, okay, we're gonna expand into other parts of geek culture because one of the most slept on parts of geek culture is a thing that it's still relatively popular right now in a lot of circles, you know, professional wrestling and other things like that. We might
had to push that in there. You just had to push wrestling in there.
What else?
I'm not saying anything. You know what? I'm here to ask because I don't follow wrestling anymore. But you got enough people here that love wrestling and it's popular. So
you know, music geekery is a thing too. So you know, you never know what may come up in 2016 with us.
Don't even start with me about music,
dude. I know your collection.
So that's pretty much it. So we're gonna move out of there and get into some recent turn events. So it was announced last year during E3 that Microsoft was going to be bringing Killer Instinct as well as a couple other games to the PC.
They're that terrible.
Well, we will not speak about that show ever again. That was not what I expected it to be, and I'm really dismayed about that.
That was a bootleg Jimmy Fallon show.
Anyway, like I said, we will not talk about that. We will talk about what they were bringing over. So we know they're bringing over Gears of War Ultimate, which we still don't have released. I don't think just yet. They said it's coming soon, but whatever.
Coming soon, quote unquote.
We also know that Tomb Raider Rise, the Tomb Raider is also coming out for the PC, which should be coming. I believe that's coming soon. We'll talk about that more a little bit later on in the segment. But they also announced that Killer Instinct Season 3 will be coming over to the PC as well. However, there has been more news about that recently about this, that Killer Instinct Season 3 will be a Windows 10 exclusive title.
So it's going to be pretty much in the Windows 10 store.
Yeah, so that rubs me the wrong way. Now, Clinton and I have opposing views about this.
It's not more opposing views. It's more so like I don't know what they're going for, as in terms of you're like, this is bullshit. This should not happen.
It shouldn't.
Me, I'm like, it could work. It couldn't work. It's such an unknown variable at this point, and this is the first. And Killer Instinct is literally the lowest risk taker, the lowest risk opportunity they can take. It's not like they're putting a super big budget title exclusively on the Windows 10 store.
Microsoft putting an exclusive big budget title on the Windows Store for PC.
That's what I'm saying. Keep in mind, Microsoft also has their foot in every console right now, regardless, with Minecraft.
Don't even count that. They have their foot in every platform with Minecraft because Minecraft is already on every console just about.
Yeah, you know.
Now that they own it, they kind of can't just pull back with upsetting everybody.
I mean, they can.
It would be a dumb decision. It would be a dumb decision. But let's not talk about Minecraft.
Now keep in mind, like Microsoft has a couple decent budget games on their store. You know, but it's not exclusive. Like, you know, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is on the Windows Store. You know, they have a couple Halo games on the Windows Store. and stuff like that.
Let's not talk about those games either.
Yeah,
They're not. Let's not talk about those.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Pirates and a couple other things on the Windows Store. Now, these are games that came out on multiple platforms.
We're not
talking about that.
Yeah,
right?
we're not talking about those. We're talking about Microsoft and the reasoning behind putting Killer Instinct Season 3 behind the Windows 10 OS in the Windows Store. That's what I'm disagreeing
Even though
for.
Windows 10 OS is technically the fastest adopted OS.
It doesn't matter. It
OS
doesn't matter. Okay, look at it this way. Here's my beef.
I know it doesn't. I know to
So
you
look,
it doesn't matter.
but
I'm
look,
not saying it matters.
So
like
you
that,
have
but...
the fighting games have been increasingly popular on the PC. ArcSoft, all system softs are bringing over their games. We have Mortal Kombat over here now, and as well as other games.
Whoa. Let's not talk about Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was pretty ass.
No, I'm not saying that. There's a lot of games that are pretty ass. People will argue that Killer Instinct is pretty ass.
No, I'm talking about
wait.
I'm talking about on PC. What are you talking about? Like...
I'm talking about in general. However, keep in mind the fact that the fighting games are getting more and more popular on PC. You come up to one of the more desired fighting games for the PC, next to Street Fighter V, which is coming to Steam. Okay, you're blocking it and putting it behind the Windows 10 store. So basically, you're saying you have Windows 7, you can't play it. You have Windows 8, you can't play it unless you upgrade to Windows 10, which is a free update for now.
Until about
and that window is closing
of this year.
That window is closing fast, by the way, guys. And I'm not saying to jump in, but
you might as well.
At the very least, and I'm playing devil's advocate here. At the very, very least, you upgrade to Windows 10. That way, your license gets transferred over to Windows 10. That way, you still have Windows 7 and a Windows 8 license, and you can upgrade to Windows 10 or do a clean install Windows 10 later on if you want to. Right. At least lock in that license. Now, that said, I don't like the fact that you're being forced to go to Windows 10 to get this. Yes, I understand that Killer Instinct Season 3 will have cross-platform between the PC and Xbox One. But from what we know so far, there isn't anything that requires Windows 10 for the game. There's nothing.
They haven't said shit.
Well, that's the thing. The only main reason I can think of that you would need Windows 10 outside of marketing is DX12. And they haven't said that this game uses DX12. And I can't imagine why this game would use DX12.
Why are you asking me? I want to be able to tell you.
That's the only reason I can see it, other than the fact that they want to increase their market share of Windows 10, which I get it. It's a business. I totally understand that. But at the same time,
you're beefing over a business decision.
Okay. Here's the same business decision when they made the Windows 10. When they made the Xbox One wireless adapter for only Windows 10, and then a couple minutes later, after people bitched and whined and complained, what did they do?
They released an updated driver.
So now you can use it for Windows 7, 8, and 8.1. The problem with this is, what if they do that same thing, but they're like, wait, no, we can't do it because you need exclusive features only to Windows 10. We don't know enough about the title. We know nothing else about the title.
Keep in mind, this game is supposed to come out in spring, so we might not find out more information.
We are going to find out more information. They're releasing more information during PAX South, which takes place at the end of January.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're not going to find out more information until the end of this month. So once we find out at PAX South, don't know why they're not doing it at CES, but
because CES is not gaming related. Gaming occurs there, but it's not directly related to game.
I'm just saying, so PAX South, we're not going to find out until PAX South.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to try and basically stay away from speculation as to why they would do it, and just say I don't know why. I feel like there's a good idea, but I'm not positive that I don't know how it's going to work out.
You can't stay away from speculation. That's part of the reason why we do this.
Yeah, I mean, I can consciously make that choice, and I'm constantly making that choice. I'm not gonna fully speculate. Why am I gonna do that?
Why not? Anywho, so there's a lot of anime coming out this year, and I know a friend here, Josh. Anime Pulse, just wants to talk about that, don't you, Josh?
Wow, that was a rough segue, but this year, wow. The first season, which starts next week, already has some pretty good shows in it. You've got the third arc of the second season of Durarara, so it's going to basically be wrapping up. You got the second season of Assassination Classroom coming out. And you have a 12-episode series, which is adapting the movie Ajin, if I'm even saying that right. So you've got some pretty cool stuff coming out this season, but then all of a sudden the announcements just started dropping left and right. And this is shaping up to possibly be a god-tier year for anime. First off, the Gray Man is back. So Katsura Hoshino essentially put this manga on hiatus so many times, either because she was sick, she injured her hand, or she was fighting legal issues due to someone claiming plagiarism in her manga. So she moved from a weekly magazine, Weekly Shonen Jump, to their monthly magazine, which I think was Jump Square, and now they're in their brand new quarterly magazine. So now we got only one chapter every 3 months because, you know, when you've gone on hiatus 4 times in the past 3 years, you kind of don't want to take that risk anymore. But there's enough material out there to basically continue the anime. So they finally renewed it. I think the anime aired in 2006 to 2007. So it's been
I think it did,
about 9 years since this stopped ending. And the original run ran for 103 episodes. They got to the point where they defeated the Level 4, which infiltrated the Black Order, and this new anime season will be picking up from that spot. So it's not a retelling or anything like that. It is a continuation. So we will get to see the third Exorcist arc. We will get to see the Alan Walker is Missing arc, hopefully. So they've got that stuff ready to go to animate. So it's going to be pretty cool. Only thing that I have a little gripe about is it's not the same cast. They had to get a brand new cast for this, so the characters are going to sound different. And if you're the type of person who's going to marathon, you know, episode 1 to 103 just to get on board for the second season, you're going to notice a distinct change when the new cast comes out. So it might be a little awkward, but who knows? We'll see. The other big one that was announced was after 19 years, we are finally getting a second season of Berserk.
19 years.
Yes, it was in 1995.
Yeah.
1996, somewhere around there. 1997? I don't know. It was fucking a long time ago. All right. We finally are getting the second season.
1997.
Yeah, 1997 was when the original Berserk ended, and then it was last year that they had the retelling of the series through those 3 different movies. And
the Golden Age arc? Yeah.
Yeah, the really weird CGI. And because of this, if you haven't read the manga, everyone thinks that when the aliens basically, or the demons just basically come out of the earth, and yes, I'm sorry, it's spoilers, it's been 20 years, kiss my ass, you should have seen it by now. When all these demons come out of the earth, everyone thought that's just how the series ended. There was nothing else after that, making it one of the most awkward endings in anime history. But the manga keeps going on, and this one's going to focus on Guts as the Black Swordsman. It's going to go into the Black Swordsman arc.
That's the best part. Kiss my ass. It's 20 years. You should have seen it already.
Yeah, I mean, if it's been out for 20 years, I'm sorry, spoiler tags are not even existent, all right? You've had plenty of time to see this.
The internet has matured enough.
Yeah, and with it being retold last year, you had your opportunity then, all right? So even still, you had a full year, all right? It's been long enough. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see Guts back in action. It's going to be awesome. Of course, we got the second season to Attack on Titan coming out.
Finally.
We got Rewrite, which is one of the better visual novels from Key, so we're going to have that come out as well. Possibly the second season of One Punch Man. There's a lot of talk of it being in 2016, but they didn't really say if it definitely is 2016, and if it is, what season it's going to be in.
Can I piss off Keith, please? Can I piss off Keith, please?
Why would you piss off me?
Phantasy Star Online 2, the animation.
Nobody, you can't piss me off with that. You can say Phantasy Star 2 Online all you want, and I'll be like, or Phantasy Online 2, and I'll be like, all right, I'll go to my rants.
No,
but
on the inside, he's disappointed.
I'm disappointed, but what are you gonna do? It's exactly what am I gonna do? But bitch and rant. Sega doesn't give a shit about anybody anymore. Sega, whatever. Carry on. Fuck Sega.
This is I'm reviewing. Fuck. Why would you do that, Keith?
because fuck Sega. If you're going to do this, and I hate to interrupt Josh's anime, but Sega, you have millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of fans in this world, and you shit on Sonic. We're still waiting on an update for Virtua Fighter. You don't revisit any of your classic titles, Panzer Dragoon, Streets of Rage. You cockblock anybody who tries to bring those games back as fan-created creations instead of giving them your blessing if they do a good job. We haven't seen shit from Outrun. We haven't seen shit for Formula One. You're shitting on the North American audience with Fangstar Online 2. We still haven't gotten it yet. Yes, fine, you're giving us Yakuza. Congratulations. Yes, that's great. But the shit that we've been asking for, you're like, it's coming.
Where is it?
It's coming. It's coming. Oh, it's indefinite hold. We're never telling you when it's coming out, but it's coming. Yeah, fuck Sega. You're up there with Konami in my mind.
Keith,
See, you had to do it.
You're so mad. See, look at that. But hey, at least Capcom is giving us a Phoenix Wright anime.
This is true. That was actually on my list too. So there you go. Phoenix Wright is actually getting an anime. And I know you're happy about this one, CJ, the 4th season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Diamond is Unbreakable. Yes. So much fabulousness.
And then from 5PB and Nitro Plus, we are getting the sequel to Chaos Head, which is called Chaos Child. And based on the first season, I don't have any high hopes for this show.
Damn.
They could try and turn it around and make a believer out of me, but the visual novel for Chaos Head was just so poorly adapted that I don't know. I don't really have any high hopes for the sequel. But like I said, this is their chance to prove me wrong. Chaos Child was a pretty damn good visual novel. They better get it right.
And then
but
you
one
have...
visual novel from 5PB Nitro Plus that was amazingly adapted and is getting a sequel happens to be my favorite anime of all fucking time, Steins Gate Zero, coming out this year.
Good. But you know what's really hyped that I'm hyped for right now? Hearing, let's see, you got a new Initial D movie coming out, right? Which is coming out in like 32 days.
So are we going to start running in the 90s again?
Yeah. We got Persona 4, the movie, Persona 3, the movie 4 coming out as well. And then in the spring, we got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions movie coming out. And I was so hyped when I saw that trailer. I was like, yes! Like, I can't wait for it to come out in English, though. Like, I really can't.
Yeah, we also have Danganronpa 3 coming out. And this is really weird because this is the second anime, not the third, but yet it's titled Danganronpa 3 after the video game, which is number 3.
And then, let's see, what else? We got a Tensei Opera Milky Holmes movie. And
got a remake of Samurai Jack coming out.
Yo, Samurai Jack. We got the second Digimon movie coming out, which is going to be split up into so many different episodes. It's not even funny.
So let me ask you then. Has there been any word on a second season of Excel World yet?
Excel World?
Yes
Excel World.
and no.
Yo.
Ryukishi 07, who is the author behind Excel World, as well as Sword Art Online, did confirm that there will be another Excel World anime. He just hasn't said when it's going to happen. And since there's like no talk of 2016, my guess is probably 2017. Keep in mind, they are working on the Sword Art Online movie right now. And they also have a possible teaser for the third season of Sword Art Online, which would cover the Alicization arc in the visual novel, which would be really good if they actually do that.
Yeah. But real quick, Josh, Keith, come on, son. In the spring, Macross Delta.
I've seen some footage of it, and I'm not really excited.
What? You not excited about
I
Macross?
was, but I'm not.
Oh, God. This is the same guy that won... Well, same guy whose daughter won a box set of Macross.
No, I won it. I won it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Because of my question.
Yeah.
That he completely sidestepped, by the way.
He's like, I'm going to sidestep your question, but here's a box set of Macross.
Yeah, I mean, I love Macross. I'm a huge fan of Macross, but obviously the series has always revolved around protoculture, singing, and watching how everything unfolds. I always love the combat. I always love the mecha design. It's great. But this new cast, I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it this time around. And then, the singers keep getting younger and younger and younger. It's like, come on. I know this is a space opera anime drama, but Jesus Really, stop it.
Oh,
I'm not going to say I'm not looking forward to it because it's Macross,
right.
but I'm not excited for it. Now that's planned for its spring 2016 release as well, so I definitely will check it out. But
Yeah.
I mean, if anything's got me pumped for anime other than what Josh talked about, it'll be the second OVA of Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. That's actually really good.
And I know they're continuing Orphan right now, so.
And there's also one other one I have to talk about. Depends on how you feel about watching this for a third time, but there is going to possibly be in 2016 a third adaptation of Fate Stay Night. This is going to cover the Heaven's Feel route in the visual novel.
Now, is that what they were?
No, you see, the original visual novel was 3 different routes. The original Fate Stay Night back in 2006 was the first route. Unlimited Blade Works, which just ended, was the second route, and now Heaven's Feel will be the third route.
Is that what they were recently talking about, Josh? I saw an advertisement or somebody was talking about it a couple weeks ago, and I don't read Japanese very well, so I couldn't understand it. And I told Nitro, and he wasn't very clear as to exactly what it was either. He said it was some kind of theater or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was talking about Fate Stay Night. Wasn't sure if that was the same one or not.
Yeah, they are talking, about this actually being a film more than a TV anime. I mean, I guess it would work like that. I mean, it is just the third route, so I guess you really don't need to tell the story all over again like you did with Unlimited Blade Works and then just, alter the ending to fit the route. So I guess you could just, make a movie with the ending to that route with the implied knowledge that you already know what happens up until that point. So I guess that would kind of make sense. So I guess I'll have to wait and see. I'll still watch it anyway because it's fucking Fate Stay Night. I need more Saber in my life.
I'm honestly looking at the air, if you go to anachart.net, I know it's a cheap plug, but I'm looking at the airing schedule for some of these stuff that's coming out, and I mean, the only thing I'm really, some of the stuff that's coming out, like Phantasy Star is debuting on Friday.
Nobody cares.
Forget you. There's people out there that care. Fairy Tail Zero is going to debut Saturday at 10:30 Japanese time, I think.
Yeah, and actually, I'm not really sure if what they're talking about. They're kind of calling it Fairy Tail Zero, so I'm not sure if this is running in addition to Fairy Tail or if this is actually a service filler.
There's no additional Fairy Tail episodes. It's straight out Fairy Tail Zero.
Okay, so they are treating this like an actual filler arc then.
Yeah, and then I've been watching One Piece and we're in episode 726 and I'm like, when will this thing ever end?
Oh, let me cut you off on that one, CJ, because I do have some anime news. If you are looking for Naruto Shippuden canon content, you are not going to get it in 2016 because Studio Pierrot has announced that they will not return to canon until 2007 fucking teen.
Wow. So what are they going to be doing then?
They are still doing the Tales of Jiraiya or the Tales of Naruto the Hero story arc. Then they're going to go back to the Infinite Dream, I think, for a little bit to flesh out some side characters. Then in March, they are adapting the Itachi light novel that came out, which I'm actually looking forward to because I love Itachi. So to see his epilogue or to see his light novel get adapted might actually be cool. And then to fill stuff in the summer, starting in July, they are doing an entire 26-episode filler arc on Kaguya, who is the mother of the Sage of the Six Paths.
Can I just say one thing, please?
No.
You know what? Not what Naruto should really do. You know what Naruto should really, really do?
Just pull a Dana Carvey and be like, can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish?
That too. Exactly. That's exactly what should happen.
Can we just stop working on that series together? Just let it all go away.
I'm sorry. Naruto's a really bad series. It's a really bad series.
No, it's not a bad series.
I used to bitch about Bleach. At least Bleach knew when to end.
No, it didn't.
Bleach is finished. Isn't it?
It's finished, no. But I thought it was finished. Anime's finishing up.
Anime's done, but the manga is still continuing on. They're in the Soul Society, or at least when I was reading it, they were in the Soul Society versus Quincy War.
Wait, again?
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not with it. Nope.
See, I gave up on it when Ichigo broke his Zanpakuto and had to go through the masters, at the Soul Society and started training. And when part of his training was sitting in a fucking hot tub and recollecting, his emotions and feelings, I'm like, done, dropped. I'm sick of this. Tite Kubo is just drawing this out way past.
Listen.
And when fights, and I'm sorry, but when fights that were hyped up end in like a half a fucking page, it's like, where's the satisfaction in that? It's like he's not even trying anymore. So I'm just done with Bleach.
I'm sorry. I feel like his fights are like a representation of his sex life. Not that good. Oh,
wow.
I just went there. See, now that's the thing. Like, I mean, man. See, people used to like ask me, "Yo, Clinton, you watching Bleach? And I'm like, no, I'm not watching Bleach because Bleach is a terrible, terrible series.
Yo, you watching Bleach?
Keith, shut up.
Yo, you watching Dragon Ball Super?
No, I'm not watching Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, equally as bad. Huh?
I'd rather watch a Nintendo 3DS run Windows 95.
No, you wouldn't.
No, seriously.
Actually, I would actually watch that because that would be pretty interesting.
Actually, somebody did get Windows 95 running on a new Nintendo 3DS.
Holy shit.
Yes, they did. A hacker got Windows 95 to run. I was like, handheld gaming is to the point where we're running Windows 95? Holy crap!
Anywho, nobody cares. That's my catchphrase for 2016. Nobody cares.
That was your catchphrase in 2015.
That was my catchphrase when I was born.
Nah, but in all honesty, I mean, outside of Killer Instinct, we get a new character. We're getting a classic character from Killer Instinct in season 3.
No, we're getting 2.
We're getting Tusk and what? Wu?
Kim's coming back.
And then they're all like. And
technically, you're getting 3 classic characters. You're getting Rash from Battletoads.
Yeah, and then
why did we jump in back to this? I thought we were talking about anime.
Well, I'm sorry. Josh, were you done? I'm sorry. Bleach just made me fucking lose my shit.
Actually, I was going to say what I was looking forward to. Basically, my picks for this year is going to be Steins Gate Zero, obviously first, and then Degrey Man. It's kind of funny. Degrey Man was my favorite anime of all time until I actually saw Steins Gate, mainly for the reason of it's the one anime that was kind of like my biggest gateway. I mean, I've watched some anime before that, like, Samurai Pizza Cats I watched Sailor Moon before that, and that was when I thought they were just cartoons because I was young and dumb. And then I actually discovered The Soul Taker, and God, that was a fucking horrible show. Don't ever watch it. But after that, my friend Mike was like, you should really start getting really into anime because it's really good. So the first series I picked up on my own was Degrey Man, and that hooked me, and I thought it was like the greatest fucking thing ever. So I don't know if this is like first impression / imprinting type of thing going on with me, but I love Degrey Man to death, so for the longest time it was my favorite anime. And then Steins Gate just blew my fucking mind out of the water to the point where I don't think there's a show out there that's going to dethrone it. If there is, good job, you're that good. But
to be honest,
to have my 2 favorite shows in the same season, I'm just like, yo, Cloud9, done.
You want me to be honest? I mean, I look at anime back. I mean, this is a good discussion, really. Looking at anime that we grew up with. I mean, honest, stuff that we didn't know was anime. Stuff that we didn't know. I remember watching stuff that I didn't even know was anime before I really discovered anime. Looking at the 60s Speed Racer and looking at like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all that stuff that I grew up with, and then really getting into anime in 2005. Like me and Josh didn't even know each other until 2010?
No, 2009, because that's when we did Culture Shock from WrestleView.
Yeah, about 2009. So like when Josh is like recommending anime and I'm just watching it and stuff like that, and I was basically just watching like the typical anime that everybody watched at the time. Now I'm like watching way more shit. Like I still like I discovered my specific taste in anime, which is like shit like panty and stocking with garter belt, which is like so Americanized that it's special, or like harem animes, which I just like fucking laughing at because they're ridiculous. But then there's always those really good shit like Madoka, which is like, why is this so good?
Oh yeah, because Gen Urobuchi is just fucking amazing. I mean, he did Madoka Magica, he did Fate Zero, he did Suisei no Gargantia, and then he did Chaos Dragon, but we don't talk about Chaos Dragon because we want to forget that.
Yeah, but like Madoka was like, and Madoka was an anime I initially dropped because it was so slow, and then I watched it again, and I'm like, this is better than I thought it was. Like, it's dark the feels, but acceptable feels.
Acceptable.
Yeah.
Especially when they kind of made Madoka out to be Jesus Christ in the end. Like,
Yo,
like literally, she was Jesus Christ.
yeah, which is the
She
sad part,
died
like,
for our sins.
I know, right? And Keith, I mean, I don't know, like I know you and anime go way back, like with fucking Robotech.
Robotech is not an anime. It's
Okay.
Macross.
Macross, excuse me.
Actually goes further back than that, when they brought over Translator Z or Manzinger, they called it Translator Z, and
Yeah.
oh man, Dynamo and Voltus 5, and yeah.
And then rediscovering, and then even with me rediscovering like Samurai Pizza Cats, like,
Which is now the dub is being broadcast on Crunchyroll now, by the way.
oh yeah, like I binge watched the whole thing. I'm watching.
Yeah, he wouldn't shut up about it, and I told him to go watch. And I told him to go watch a real cartoon about cats.
I've already binge watched SWAT Cats at one point.
SWAT Cats.
I thought you were
Like,
going to say Heathcliff at first.
Oh no, my God!
Garfield?
Garfield. Gee.
yeah,
Top Cat.
Yeah, Top Cat. Yo, Top Cat was my shit. Like Tom and Jerry.
We were trying to warm up each other on cat shows because I'm not doing it. I'm not down with that.
Eat the cat.
What?
Yeah, I went there. Eat the cat.
Oh my! Now, damn, that was a terrible show.
Yeah, it was, but
Since we're on the subject of anime, I'm just going to put this out there. If any of the listeners out there want to see a review of something, feel free to send me a line, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's through email or anything. Just send me a message and say, hey, can you actually, watch and review this show? Because I will do it. I actually just finished doing that with Your Lie in April. This was a show that came out early in 2015. And people are like, man, you keep talking about Clannad and stuff like that. And if you love Clannad, you're going to love this show. And it was suggested to me by not only a couple of friends of mine, but a couple of anime groups I hang out with on Facebook. They're like, yeah, you really need to watch that show. And then I saw Arcada, who does anime reviews on Glass Reflections YouTube channel. He actually suggested it too. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get it. And I watched it. I marathoned it through the entire day yesterday, all 22 episodes. And I was actually happy I did because it was a pretty damn good show. And there is a review up of it on Outerhaven if you want to check that out. But if you have any suggestions or any requests, send them my way. I will do it.
I'm going to pull a Chris Cortez right now, Josh, and ask you to review the best anime in the world, Corey in the House.
Wait, what?
I haven't even heard of that. What the hell?
What was that?
No, it's like a old meme, like it's a Disney show, Corey in the House, right?
So,
and they just went ham because like the Japanese intro for Corey in the House is so anime. It was like the intro song, so people just going ham on 4chan and shit. 4chan.
But I'll do that if you actually go ahead and review Boku no Pico. Hands down the greatest anime of all time. Trust me on it.
My hands are tied. My hands are now officially tied. Damn you, Josh.
Anywho, I guess that's it. Any closing arguments? Final topics?
We might get another shadow character in Killer Instinct.
Oh dear God, where are you seeing that shit at?
No, Adam is Green on Twitter literally put up a poll. It was like, who do you want the next shadow character to be? And it was like Shadow Maya, Shadow Kim Woo, or Shadow Orchid. And I'm like,
Shadow Orchid.
If you're gonna do this, logical progression would state that Orchid needs to be the next shadow character. Like,
Send me that link. I need to get on that action.
Oh, the hold on, let me see.
Shadow Orchid.
Adam is Green.
And buff her a little bit more, please. Thank you.
And on top of that, it's funny. It's funny. It's like literally they want to do this in the sense of another community fund to fund the fun tournaments. So that's the thing, and everybody's like, yeah, Shadow Orchid is currently in the lead with 63% of the votes.
She should be up there. Nobody gives a shit about Maya.
Logical progression.
I don't care about Maya, and I don't care about Kim Woo.
But I'm gonna say it one more time: logical progression. Like that's how it works.
When did this post go up?
Today at 11:38 in the morning.
Wow. It needs more exposure. It's only had 29 retweets. That's definitely not good.
Well, to be fair, I mean, the community is kind of weak. Just saying, man.
Before we do go, there is actually one other big thing we kind of missed. Some company somewhere spent $46 million in the past couple of days.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because Activision has money to spend like that. So,
yeah, I was thinking about that. And there was also another huge recent event that happened.
Let's talk about Activision-Blizzard. Let's talk about Activision-Blizzard actually going esports.
Well,
I mean, going more esports.
Because before you can talk about that, you have to go back a little earlier than that and talk about the fact that Blizzard had already started working on their own esports division
after buying Pro League, right?
And they actually had acquired 2 people from MLG in the first place that went to go work with Blizzard in their gaming division. This is also prior to MLG dropping StarCraft 2, which was a big dumbass decision. Everybody kept asking, why would you do that? Obviously, it's not big in the North American scene, but StarCraft 2 is still huge overseas.
Well, yeah.
That said, you got to wonder, well, you don't have to wonder why Blizzard and Activision-Blizzard did it. It makes a lot of sense. But to get to the bottom of this, you have to understand why MLG did this. They were pretty much up to their neck in debt. MLG a couple years ago was pretty much the cream of the crop when it came to esports. They were up there, but they've gotten a lot more competition. And they go ahead.
I said, and the cream, here rises.
And they've just been losing, sponsorship and audience to other leagues. Well, to the point where
especially since Capcom was like, forget MLG, let's do our own thing.
Well, and MLG, you gotta remember, MLG wasn't really a huge part of the fighting game community, and that was always one of the major beefs. That was always a major beef when it was the FGC versus esports. Because when you said esports, the first thing comes to your mind is
Call of Duty and
mobile.
Hearthstone, sorry. Call of Duty and StarCraft and all that stuff.
Yeah. So fighting games weren't really considered part of esports. I mean, it's slowly getting there, but if you say esports to anybody, they're not going to think fighting game community. They're not going to do it. It's just
despite like Tekken, and Killing Instinct and all these other games involved.
They're not part of the esports though. They're technically not in that same.
Right, I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah. So back to MLG. So they basically were up to their necks in debt. They've had a lot of issues last year and the year before that with owing people money, and basically this $46 million acquisition was selling off the rest of their assets so they can pretty much pay back everybody they owe. And Activision-Blizzard snatched it up. It just makes sense. They just bolstered their upcoming division.
Yeah, so you're looking at Hearthstone getting a bigger Hearthstone getting a bigger push, and then Heroes of the Storm and Overwatch and all this stuff like that. And this is a lot of the main reason they did it anyway.
Well, yeah, because they were actually doing esports all along. I mean, it was only centered at BlizzCon. It was pretty much only StarCraft. And then they added World of Warcraft and the arena tournaments there. So they had 2 things going. And then they made Heroes of the Storm, they made Hearthstone, and I got Overwatch coming out. The only one they actually haven't done was Diablo, and there's really nothing you can really do for Diablo as far as esports go, because there's no PvP system.
No
PvP. Imagine if they actually put that in.
Yeah. But you can definitely see that Blizzard really wants to do it. And Blizzard is being kind of greedy. Not that I blame them, but they want to be the official tournament runners of all their stuff all year round, which makes sense.
Which is pretty much what Riot did.
And that's another thing I want to talk about. I completely forgot about that. So our final thoughts are segue into things that we forgot to talk about. Sorry, guys. So that was another big story that happened recently. But before we move over to Riot,
didn't we talk about that before?
No, we didn't talk about Riot. We didn't.
Okay.
But we were supposed to, but we didn't. So the second major thing that happened regarding MLG is they did this, and because they have a clause in their contract, they pretty much did this without notifying the majority of their shareholders, which pissed off a lot of people that own stock in that company. A lot of people have said they've lost money and they feel disrespected, and I can understand that because MLG pretty much is, for lack of a better term, they're dead. They are officially dead now. Blizzard owns them.
Blizzard owns who?
MLG.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, obviously, but
Activision owns them now. So yeah, I would like to see something positive happen out of that, but I can't see that happening. But yeah, another big thing that happened is Riot.
Oh, Tencent, the Riot selling everything to the Chinese company Tencent. Yeah.
Well, they're not that they sold. Tencent owned a lot of stock in the company, and they bought up the majority of shares left, which is great for Riot. Now, a lot of people thought of this as being negative, but I will tell you this, and I've had firsthand experience with Riot. So, not PAX East 2015, but PAX East 2014, when Riot was there, they were making a big scene. I actually had a chance to talk to a couple of people who were at the tournament booth, and I asked them, I was like, "Hey, did you ever think about doing a convention like BlizzCon?" And they said, "Yeah, we always want to do that, but they just don't have the capital to do that." Right now, they're focused on the infrastructure of their games, making the game a lot better, and putting improvements out there for the fans want to see. They always wanted to do something like that, but they just didn't have the capital. PAX East 2015, Riot, you were there this time. They weren't there. They weren't in the show.
At all.
They were working on a major infrastructure upgrade. They simply weren't there. But now that they have this capital, I don't see Tencent doing anything to hamper Riot because Riot is on a roll. I fully expect to see them announce maybe in a year or so their own visit. Yeah, definitely. I definitely see them doing their own con like BlizzCon. I definitely see it. Excuse me. League of Legends is a very popular game. It's perhaps one of the popular, one of the most popular MOBAs out there.
It is the MOBA out there.
I won't say it is the MOBA because
Come on, son.
No. The reason why I'm saying it is because Dota still has more cash payouts for their events,
right?
And they're attracting more people because of that,
right?
League of Legends. When you
think about MOBAs, and you talk to the average person, they will say League of Legends.
Well, they'll say League of Legends and Dota. You can never forget Dota because Dota was the original. You will never forget Dota. But that's the thing. So now you have two major league MOBAs going at each other. Now Riot has the capital now to basically, I won't say knock Dota on his ass because I think it is a superior game. Just saying, but now they have major backing, which is good. It's not a bad thing. They can do everything they want to do. You saw in what they did for the internal company, the restructuring. They're able to give people more money. They're able to pay out more of the 401ks. So everything so far has been positive. There hasn't been anybody let go. There hasn't been any drops in the company, and everybody's so far has looked at it as being a positive thing, except for people who are worried about the company. I don't see anything negative coming out of this. This is actually a good thing. And if people are worried about the company Tencent has their hands in a lot of things.
Yo, facts.
The only negative thing I see about this whole thing, and I'm not saying it's negative, but people who are looking at it as negative, is that Tencent's a Chinese company. Guys, Tencent is huge.
Yo, chill with that. Like, come on, son.
Tencent is. It's not me. It's the people that are looking at this. Tencent.
No, I'm telling people, yo, chill out with that because you're doing too much. Like,
Tencent is a huge company.
Because think about it. All right, Tencent basically has literally like all of Riot. They have a minority stake in Epic Games, which is like
a lot of people did not.
That's the thing.
People did not know that.
Yeah, like Gears of War. That's the thing.
They deal with Capcom and Warhunter, Monster Hunter Online, Blade and Soul, I think. Maple Story. They got it here. Like one of the upcoming action RPGs that I actually checked out a while ago that I'm waiting for more information on. Lost Ark. They got their hands in that. They've got their hands in a lot of stuff. Tencent is a huge company and they are devoted to gaming. I have no worries about them whatsoever.
Tencent owns 12% of Activision-Blizzard shares after the split from Vivendi. You know what I mean? Tencent's all right, in terms of not just games, but Tencent now has a $700 million deal with the NBA to stream American basketball games in China. This is kind of big.
I wouldn't worry about League of Legends, guys. They're in great hands.
They got exclusive distribution rights in China with HBO.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not worried about them. And so, go ahead.
Are you going to continue about the MOBAs?
No,
go ahead. I was gonna say in other things. I mean, with King of Fighters, we had some new news in terms of SNK. the reason why SNK went back to game development is because of new pachinko laws in Japan. For the most part, like speaking of Famitsu, Yukata Noguchi, said the company's change, of course, was partly brought by new patchy slot regulations in Japan. SNK would have needed to make drastic changes in how it does things, no matter what. So they decided to get back into game development. You know, and even then, they're still known as a game company as opposed to patchy slot. When you see SNK play more, so I mean, it's kind of a good thing that they're getting back into game development.
I don't know. I'm not really sure about SNK anymore. I really haven't been sure about SNK for quite some time.
But then King of Fighters 14 actually looks pretty good.
Your definition and my definition looking pretty good are two different things.
Well, based on what they want to do, I mean, people are loving King of Fighters 14 right now. Like they're like, oh, it's starting to look a little better now, and I'm like, okay, let's see on launch what happens.
That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
Yeah, it's coming to Japan in January, so I'm probably going to pick it up, import.
Why don't you just wait?
Why would I do that? No, I'm kidding. But in the same respect, looking at it from that angle, I mean, there's a lot of change. There's a lot of things coming up, man.
All right, well, since we're going to end this podcast soon, I know Josh does probably want to partake in this, but gaming-wise, I'll put you on the spot. What are you looking forward to 2016? It can be just one thing, and it can't be MLB The Show 2016. Because I know that's exactly what you're going to say.
What, games that I'm looking forward to in 2016?
Yeah, 2014. Let's go back in time.
Yeah, so I am looking forward to MLB The Show 14. No, I'm kidding. In 2016, I'm actually looking forward to King of Fighters 14. I'm a big King of Fighters fan. Keith knows I'm a big SNK fighting game fan.
No, you're not.
Actually, I am. So
okay, you are.
Choke on these.
Choke on these. So sure. All right. Whatever.
I'm looking forward to King of Fighters. I'm looking forward to Tekken 7, mostly because I want to see how Akuma plays, and I'm like, that was kind of big. That was actually
that's kind of huge.
The biggest. That was one of the biggest days of the last few days on the site, legit.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Well, MLB obviously MLB.
At least it tells us why we don't see Akuma in Street Fighter V right now. He's on loan. Yeah, would it be some shit if Namco has some kind of clause where Capcom can't use their own character and Street Fighter V until some exclusivity runs out on Tekken 7? Wouldn't that be ass?
I will go and shake the hell out of Harada's hand for that. I'm like, my man. Well, obviously MLB The Show, NBA 17, NBA 2K17, WWE 2K17, obviously games that I'm looking forward to that we know that are coming out. The Madden, the sports series in 2017. But I mean, like I was saying, King of Fighters, Tekken, Project Cross Zone 2. I'm looking forward to in 2016. I'm actually looking forward to see how Killer Instinct stacks up on PC and how the community grows. Because if the community grows, then yeah, it'll be kind of worth it in a lot of ways to have waited until the PC comes in and really does well. Other than that, I'm not really looking forward to anything else in 2016. I mean, maybe technology-wise, I don't even know. There's a lot of things I'm looking forward to in 2016, but it's I really can't pinpoint. Street Fighter 5 is another one I'm kind of looking forward to, but the interest is kind of waning.
I don't know. Well, I'll wait till it's my turn, but yeah. Go ahead.
Josh, for me, I actually do have a few games I'm looking forward to in 2016.
Cool.
Since I'm a big RPG fan, obviously Final Fantasy 15 is going to be the one I'm looking forward to the most, since it is confirmed finally that it's coming out this year. I don't know if the first part is due this year, but if Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 is out in 2016, I guess I'll be looking forward to that. Obviously, since I'm a huge World of Warcraft fan, I'm looking forward to World of Warcraft Legion coming out this summer. Also looking forward to the Western release of Bravely Second on the 3DS, because that is also a fucking amazing RPG that I cannot wait to play the sequel for. And outside of that, obviously Blizzard's probably going to be releasing some more Hearthstone expansions and adventure modes, so I'll be looking forward to that stuff. But outside of those games, possibly Tomb Raider or Rise of the Tomb Raider on PlayStation 4 if it finally comes over to that platform instead of just being an Xbox exclusive.
Just get it on PC. It's coming out on PC. Just get it on PC.
Oh, I guess I could do that too, since I do have a PC that can handle it now. So
yeah,
I could probably do that. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to. I don't know. Oh, I know which one I'm looking for. The indie game, Enter the Gungeon. I have been
Oh
waiting
yeah,
for that game.
yeah. I'm
God,
definitely
yes.
waiting on that one.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
know what else
that
I
one.
forgot? You know what else I forgot was coming out this year because nobody's really talked about it?
But
Persona 5.
well, nobody's talked about it because it just brings up a lot of sore points, and people are sad it didn't come out end of last year like it was supposed to.
Yeah, Persona 5 and maybe JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Eyes of Heaven because everybody loves shitty fighting games from Namco. That's not Tekken.
And of
Wow.
course, I'm looking for the English patch for Steins Gate Zero. So if anyone out there has an English patch for it, please, by all means, let me know.
Gravity Days remastered in February. Bueller?
Nope.
No,
Sorry.
Nah.
no. Okay.
Sorry.
Fire
Alright.
Emblem Fates, though. That's a thing.
I think people are tired of Fire Emblem, especially the Smash people. I think they're done.
I despise now because of that Smash Brothers review, like of Bayonetta. I am officially sick of Sakurai's face, and if I ever met him in person, man, I
No,
wouldn't
you would
know how
hug
to
him.
do it.
You would hug him. Shut
I
up.
would not hug him. I don't like him. I can't stand his smug ass.
You would hug him.
No, I would not. Shantae's not in my game. You had an opportunity to make me pick up this game again, and you didn't.
Shantae was never going to be there. I
did
don't know
Like,
why people were holding out.
Not even Ryu got me to pick this game up again.
Why would he?
Like you fucked up.
Anyway, so let me get mine out of the way. So it's actually not a big list. Definitely waiting for Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I'm sad that got pushed back. Even though I have Rise of Tomb Raider on Xbox One, I'm actually selling that copy.
Yo,
But
Keith, I'm totally gonna play the world's smallest violin.
Shut up. Definitely want to pick that up on the PC because I want to see the enhancements, and I really want to see that running at ultimate settings without any hampering. No disrespect to the Xbox One, but
To be fair, your 980 Ti. Your 980.
stop
Ti.
getting jealous. I
I'm
picked
not
up.
jealous.
I got rid of the 970 SOI setup because it was too much power consumption and too much heat and too much noise. So I finally got rid of them. Well, moved them in two different machines and picked up a 980 Ti.
I'm not jealous at all. I was there when you replaced it. Remember?
I replaced the 980 Ti with another 980 Ti because I wanted EVGA 980 Ti classified instead of the Zotac one I had, which wasn't a bad card, but EVGA has better customer support. Probably the best customer support in video cards.
Shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have a Sapphire card in mine. It's but
Sapphire is good too. But yeah. So Rise of the Tomb Raider. Also looking for World of Warcraft Legions. I mean, I haven't been playing much of World of Warcraft. Josh sees me on every so often, but I'm really disappointed it didn't come out yet. I definitely am waiting to play Legion. That
new season of Diablo.
Well, I've already played Diablo. I'm on and off. I may pick it up again. If you start playing, so we can all do some, gaming together.
Yep.
Well, the new season starts on January 15th, so you got 12 more days.
Bro, I get paid on January 15th, so it's all good.
I'm still kind of leaning towards picking up the Division, Tom Clancy's Division. I played, the beta, and it was solid. I actually was pretty happy with the beta on the Xbox One.
Yo, Keith, happy with beta? Oh.
I'm happy with a lot of betas. It's got a lot of work to do still. Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5.
I'm sorry, Keith. I have to interrupt you real quick. I just remember I did say all the sports titles. Oh yeah, except EA UFC 2. Why? Fuck you, CM Punk. That's why. Fuck you.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Fuck you. You haven't even fought yet. Why the fuck are you in this game?
Anyway, let me finish. So Street Fighter 5. I mean, this has reignited my fighting game passion. I really enjoyed the beta of Street Fighter 5, and I can't wait for that to come out. So Street Fighter 5, Star Citizen. You Wing Commander fans know what I'm talking about. Whenever that comes out. Overwatch. Enough said. I don't need to say anything else other than Overwatch. Chasm, which is come out for the PC and PlayStation 4, not Xbox. Excuse me.
I mean, I still have that game. I still played that game.
Well, they haven't done anything. They haven't added anything to the beta, so they're trying to finish that game and get it out. So,
all right, fair enough.
Hitman. I'm actually looking forward to Hitman. I kind of liked what I saw doing PSX. Was it PSX or was it E3? I can't remember.
Hitman, I think it was PSX.
Yeah. Firewatch. Definitely I've been looking forward to that game for a year and a half now, so I definitely want to see Firewatch. Dragon Dogma for the PC, which is coming out in a week.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I definitely want to pick that up.
I know Keith gives no fucks about Battleborn anymore.
I really.
I love busting your balls about that.
I don't.
Like,
okay. Anyway. So now that I've started talking about this, there's a lot more. Dark Souls 3. If anything, that is the game of the year I'm looking for, and I called it a game of the year already. I'm calling it. Sorry, I'm calling it.
Yeah, and if you're wrong,
then I'm going to be so mad.
Yep.
But Death Gambit is a game coming from White Rabbit. Adult Swim's picked this up, I think last year. I've been waiting for this game for a while. It's pretty much like a 2D Dark Souls, hint, hint, and it's supposed to be coming out this year finally. Hyper Light Drifter. There's another game I checked out at PAX East 2014. I've been waiting for that to come out for a while.
I remember that.
Yeah, so definitely looking toward at that. There's a game coming out from Ubisoft. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is, but you get to play as, I think it's Vikings, and what is that damn game? Now I got to search the net. Hopefully nobody can help me remember that, but I've seen a lot of videos on it.
Nope, totally not going to help you with that. I'm going to let you like slither.
Slither? It's like a fucking snake.
Yeah, I'm going to let you.
For honor. That's what it is. I'm looking forward to that. We could be here all day, and I'm probably gonna go broke, so I'm gonna stop. One of the games I'm not looking to. Go ahead.
I'm looking forward to a game called Salt and Sanctuary, just because of the word salt.
Well, that's also like a 2D Dark Souls as well.
Yeah, but salt. Like, we all love salt.
Oh,
what about the Tomorrow Children? I mean,
I don't have any. I don't even care about that game.
Ooh.
It's not even on my radar.
All right.
So that's it. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Obviously, Josh said Enter the Gungeon. I played that at PAX 2015. Could not stop playing it. So yeah, I definitely am waiting for that game. So if Devolver Digital wants to look for somebody to review that game, hey, I definitely want to review that game, which is being developed by Dodge Roll as well. And they talked about that. They showed that on that horrible PC show during E3.
Horrible PC show?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about bootleg Jimmy Fallon? Right.
God damn it. I said
bootleg Jimmy Fallon. I mean, I ain't call it by name. Oh. I'm kind of looking forward to Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That doesn't mean we'll be here all day. Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted 4.
Star Ocean, Integrity, and Faithlessness.
I'm not really looking forward to that.
Josh, are you looking forward to that?
Never played the series, so I can't really say that I am.
Yo, what about Detroit Become Human? If that
does come out. Yeah,
that comes out this year. Oh man.
Let's see what else. So, yeah, Adrift. I was waiting for Adrift before it got pulled back as a VR game. Looking forward to that. I'm kind of check out my. I talked about that today on my. I did a stream with Drive Club Bikes. I talked about that for a little bit.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm
also kind of looking forward to Hot Shots Golf 7. Why? Because Hot Shots Golf is a good series.
There's an indie game coming out called Syndrome. It's kind of like a mixture of Dead Space and a couple other direct spaceship games. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop. There's too many games.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter.
I don't care about Kingdom Hearts. I never understood Kingdom Hearts. I never did.
Really?
Sorry. I know a lot of people are like, "You're not a gamer."
It's not that. That's bullshit. Listen. I didn't like Kingdom Hearts until I played 358 days over 2. What? How is it called? Like
a Need for Speed for the wait, no, not at all.
Wait, what's that?
I was gonna say I wait for Need for Speed for the PC, but I lied. I'm totally not waiting for that game.
Yeah, Gran Turismo Sport. I'm kind of waiting on that because it's like it's a Gran Turismo game, and I need my fix.
I kind of need my 7. I'm hoping this will scratch the itch.
And then, obviously, Uncharted 4 is something we were talking about on SonyCentric.
That's it. That's already bought. I've already bought the collector edition. That's already bought. As soon as it comes out, I'll probably if I'm still at my job, I'll probably take off a week just to play it.
All right, ladies, let's end this podcast. Well, obviously, you can check out SonyCentric, which the first episode is up on YouTube right now. You can go check that out. Show us
which we speculate what's going to happen in Uncharted 4.
Yeah, definitely.
Nathan Drake's going to die.
Yeah, we're thinking Nathan Drake's gonna die.
He's gonna die.
He's gonna die.
He did. He's gone.
Also we're looking at in the future, like we said earlier in the podcast, we're gonna be probably doing something. I have a tentative name already. The Xbox Minute.
Xbox Minute is a stupid name. Do not go with that.
I said I have a name. That doesn't mean I'm going with it.
I have a name.
I have a name, and it's Clinton Bowman. And the PC and our PC thing that we're gonna look to do in the future as well. We're looking into stuff like that. So we're.
You should call that the Master Race.
Yes, please do.
And then people will get mad at us.
Oh no, that's the point. Also check out A1 Podcast as soon as that drops.
Why does that make me hungry?
Because you're thinking of A1 steak sauce.
Steaks.
And now you're thinking about steak.
We're delicious like that.
Yeah. Oishii des. A lot of other things coming out. We're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about that and detailing. Yo, check out. We got some reviews also coming up in the near future from a brand new staff member. We like to welcome officially to the staff. A friend of mine from the Boogie Down Bronx, Delilah Lugo. Shouts out to her coming on. She will be doing after the fact reviews of a couple games that have already came out. Everybody does their reviews, when the game comes out so people can buy it. This is from the aspect of someone who's platinum these games on PS4. So this is going to be fantastic to see. Other than that, man, any final thoughts, sir?
Nope.
Any final thoughts?
Tomorrow's gonna suck. The actual first day going back to work of the new year, and it's totally gonna suck.
Yes, I had the Christmas vacation. Oh god,
not looking forward to that.
We all got to go back to work. We have to adult. Josh, any final thoughts?
Nothing really. All hail anime is our God and Savior, and yes, if you have anime and manga requests, please send them my way, and yes, I will actually do it.
Yo, Batman Beyond, do it.
That's actually a good series.
It is. It actually is. On behalf of Josh, on behalf of Keith, I hope you guys have an enjoyable 2016 with the Outerhaven. We have a lot planned for you. We want to make sure that you get your money's worth, even though you're not paying a thing.
So how are they getting their money's worth?
They're investing time. Time is money.
Time is money, friend.
Indeed. So, we'll see you guys for episode 93. We're going to be taping that this Friday. Peace out.
I wish Will was here. He could say his outro.
Bye.
There you go. Later.